We are going to sew together each piece. You can see here I have the head, the body, here's my hands, the gills, and the 2 feet. So go ahead and get your yarn needle. The first thing that I'm going to sew together is the head. So go ahead and place it in the correct spot, and then you're just going to go through the body, through the head. We are going to sew it all the way around, trying to push the stuffing back inside the body, making sure that the eyes are on the front center. Make sure that it's completely stuffed before closing it up. And then once you have gone around the whole body, on your last one, I'm going to go ahead and stick it through that little hole to create a knot, and then push it up and through a couple different times. This will just make sure it's on nice and secure. And then you can go ahead and cut off the extras. And now your head and body is sewn together. Go ahead and grab your black yarn. We are going to stitch on the mouth. You want to count down to round 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is where we are going to come to the side right here, and then we're going to push up, leave a little bit extra right here, and then you want to come down just 1 stitch up. We're going to push it back this way, and then come back down right here, over to the black. And then you can go ahead and tie a knot with this one. And then weave it back through. And then you can go ahead and cut off the extras. Go ahead and squeeze it, and then it will hide that one. And then your little mouth is on. Now we are going to go ahead and sew on the little feet. They are going to be between rounds 7 and 8. So counting from the bottom right here, this is our first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 right here. So we're going to go just right above right here. And go ahead and go through the body and then through the foot, and we'll just repeat that all the way around. And then once you have the foot on all the way around, you can go ahead and push it through a couple times. Cut off the extra, and then we will be doing the same thing to the other side, making sure to make them look as even as possible. Once you have them on, then go ahead, weave it back and forth a couple times, and then cut off the extras. You're going to go ahead and stitch on the arms. They're going to be between rounds 12 and 13. So counting up from the bottom right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So it's the stitch right below the head right here. Go ahead and pull your arm on, and then you're going to go through the body, and then back up through the arm. Trying to just grab that top stitch. And then once you have that one on good, go ahead and weave it back and forth a couple times. And then you can cut off the extras. And then do the same thing with the other arm. Once you have the other arm on there, go ahead, do the same thing. We will weave this back and forth a couple times. And then cut off the extra. And now the little hands are on. We are going to go ahead and sew the gills onto the side of the head. Go ahead and insert your needle down through the edge of the gill. I have my light pink yarn, and then go ahead and tie a knot with it. Pull it tight. Now I'm going to do the one on the right side first. Count down from the top right here, 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's going to be right in the middle of the head right here. Go ahead and grab onto the side and then pull it up. And then position the gill so it goes down the side of the head. As you can see, we've got the one on the top, there's the one right in the middle, and then the one on the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and push my needle down to the bottom one right here, and then go ahead and grab this bottom one, and then go back down in the head. I'm going to grab that bottom one more time just to make sure it's on there nice and good. Go back down, and then we're going to come up through this center one. Grab the center one and then back down through the head, and then I am going to push mine all the way through to the other side down on the 4th row. So counting from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll come out on the 4th row right there, and again we want to make sure that it's in the center right there. You can see this one is now complete. Now go ahead and grab the other side, and we're going to grab the top one, and then we'll repeat the same thing. So try and make sure that this is positioned the exact same on each side. Once that's in the right spot, push down to the bottom, and then grab the bottom one. And if they are all positioned good, go back into the head right here, and then back up to the middle. And then we're going to grab the middle one right here. And again, once it is nice and secure, I'm going to go ahead and insert it, and then put your your needle through this little loop right there, and then pull it tight and it will create a knot. And then you can just push it back through the head. And then the one that is connected to your yarn, you can go ahead and cut that off. And we will weave in both of the ends. And then you can cut off the extra. And then your little gills are sewn onto the side.